Just my thoughts, people. Just my thoughts. Okay. I'm a personal trainer. In hearing myself say that, somehow I say to myself, like, is that a good thing? Is that a respectable position in our society these days? Because I grew up with the expectations of having a big impact and being great, and those things sound to me like, President of the United States or, a famous actor or, somebody runs a hedge fund. These things sound very powerful, like they have a lot of gravity. Personal trainer to me sounds a little bit like somebody who, maybe wasn't all that intelligent, you know what I'm saying? Because they like to pick things up and put them down kind of thing, that they are more of a physical being than they are maybe a psychological or spiritual type person, or even analytical or scientific. Now, that being said, there are definitely more than one type of personal trainer. On one end of the spectrum, you have people that treat it like they are a doctor and they can recite all of the body segments, all of the anatomy, all the parts of the body. See, it's special. They know all of the anatomy, and then there is the other side of the spectrum is somebody who's had a tough go at life, maybe he's tried a bunch of different things out. Maybe they've done a little jail time, have a felony on their record. It's tough to get hired elsewhere. So they start looking the entrepreneurial route, the freelancer route. And what can you do? If you've been in jail and you know how to work out and lift them weights, then you get in front of somebody and you don't care whether they're a hedge fund manager or a famous actor or president of the United States. It's get on the floor and give me 20, motherfucker. Like, I don't give a shit. You want to see my credibility? It's my motherfucking guns right here. This is what tells you that you have to listen to me. Fine. And in many ways, that's like might makes right, I guess. But the other side of it is also, it's like, we're going to be doing this blood flow restriction therapy that will, allow the myofascial tissues to release, and it's going to break up adhesions at a cellular level. And as we reperfuse the musculature with the appropriate blood flow, you're going to find that the pain clears up and that it restores your full biomechanical function to your systems, right? Whoa, right? Like, that's like some real shit. So I think a good trainer actually falls somewhere between those two extremes on the continuum. It's like, if you're all heady and you're all analytical and you're all science, then you're going to have a hard time connecting with people because they don't really, I would say the average person doesn't necessarily care or know the difference between the tibia and the fibia, and if you had to hold a gun to my head right now and ask me which one was which, I would probably take a 50-50 chance and flip a coin as to which one would be which. Just, again, facts off the top of my head. It also, and here's where you get into that whole, the non-scientific side of things, and that is like, it doesn't fucking matter what bone is which. What matters is, can you lift the weight? Can you exercise effectively? Can you execute the movement? And if you can't do that, then it doesn't matter what you know. You can give me, you can tell me, all about the actin and myosin as they slide over each other, and there's some sort of, calcium 2+ ion released into solution that's innervated by the synapses. It doesn't matter because you need to do 20 burpees and shut the fuck up. How about that? Right? So it's nice to know both. It's nice to have both sides of the coin available at your disposal. I got a degree in industrial systems engineering. That has a slight bend towards biomechanics, human factors, safety, body movements, alignments, longevity, and then I also studied Chinese martial arts for over 20 years. But those things that 20 years ago when I got into this business, those were my foundations, those were the underpinnings. Industrial systems engineering and martial arts. And that's maybe the scientific and the practical, well-balanced inside my mind. And that is what I bring to the table as far as being a personal trainer. Does it make me the best trainer in the world? I think so. I think it's obvious.